Hi folks, I'm sad to say that Sam Heughan has been arrested again. He's been arrested for assault. I'm actually sitting outside the building where he's currently being held. Now, before I go into any further details as to why he's been arrested, I'm going to go into a bit of a spoiler alert here for season 3. Things don't go very well for Jamie in season 3. Yeah, it's quite a rough time of it. I don't know if many of you know about the Battle of Culloden, but the Jacobites end up losing this battle with over 2,000 people killed. Jamie squares up to Captain Jack Randall and he is very badly injured and he's left for dead on the battlefield. Now, one of the reasons the Jacobites lost this battle, it's not only because they were outnumbered. The Redcoats had developed a new fighting technique that instead of fighting head on, they started fighting side on with their bayonets, and this sort of confused the Jacobites and they didn't know how to handle this new battle tactic. Now, this real battle actually took place on the 16th of April 1746 at Culloden. Culloden is situated at Moor, which overlooks Inverness. Now, I don't want to really go into the history of what happened at this battle. All that I can tell you is that they did lose, the Scots lost. Now, when I say the Scots, I actually mean the Jacobites. It was one of the pivotal and final battles that saw the end of the Jacobite movement. The reason I don't really want to go into this now is because I actually want to visit the battle site of Culloden. When I go up there and do some filming, I'll go into detail as to what actually happened in Scottish history. Now, it's interesting to note that much of the Scottish clan history hasn't actually been taught in schools here until very, very recently. Last Prime Minister David Cameron actually tried to ban the release date of Outlander. This happened just before the Scottish independence vote. Now, I think he believed that the release of Outlander would sway the vote of the Scottish people. Well, this is new. The fencing that used to surround Craigmillar Castle is now gone. And you can walk right up to the walls now. Walk around the fields. You guys don't know when the filming's starting, do you?
It's finished. Only one day, Thursday.
Unbelievable. They've done some shooting here before.
Yeah, Outlander.
Oh, that was Outlander, yeah.
Yeah, this one's Outlaw King.
Outlaw King.
Outlaw King.
Is that to do with Mary Queen of Scots?
Robert the Bruce, is it?
Robert the Bruce.
Now I'm confused. I thought they were shooting Mary Queen of Scots here.
No.
Okay.
Mary Queen of Scots has got history here. She used
Yeah.
to come hunting down here.
So what did you say the movie was called?
Outlaw King.
Outlaw King. And that's for Robert the Bruce, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cheers.
Neighbour.
There's quite a few tourists walking around here now. The cat is out the bag. That this castle has been used for various movies, Outlander being one, Mary Queen of Scots being two, and now a new movie that I've just heard about Robert the Bruce. Anyway, back to the story. After the Battle of Culloden, Jamie's badly injured and finds himself hiding out in some caves near Lallybroch. Now, there's various stories and things that people are going online about what happens here, but the one thing I know for sure is that Jamie gets arrested. Now, without giving the whole story away here, Jamie finds himself locked up in Ardsmuir prison, where he stays there for quite a few years. Now, in fact, the backdrop that was used for Ardsmuir prison is Craigmillar Castle. So all the scenes inside and outside of Ardsmuir prison was shot at this castle. Craigmillar Castle is situated more or less in the middle of Edinburgh, and if you want to come visit this beautiful castle, it's very easy to get to. There's many buses that will come here. Now, Mary Queen of Scots actually sought refuge in this castle back in the 1500s. The valley that just sits below the castle is actually called Little France because all her servants was camped out there while she was staying here. Now, there's actually been a lot of filming going on here for the last few days, and I actually presumed it was for the upcoming blockbuster Mary Queen of Scots, but I've been informed that this is not the case. So the movie they've actually been shooting here is actually The Unlawful King, which is a movie about Robert the Bruce. So that's the 3 movies that they've been shooting here now: The Outlander, Mary Queen of Scots, and The Unlawful King. So this is becoming quite a famous little castle, which is situated right here in the middle of Edinburgh. Now, I'd love to show you more locations for Series 3 and tell you a bit more about what actually happens in Series 3. But know that many of you are going to be furious when I show you some of the locations and what actually happens. So I'll wait nearer the time before I risk the wrath of all the Outlander fans. In fact, Scotland is going through a tourist boom because of all these various period movies that are being shot here locally in Edinburgh and in Scotland in general. I have an interesting story to tell you about Lallybroch. We recently filmed there and had quite a strange encounter, but we'll fill you in the next vlog about that. I actually now realize why the fences are down around the castle. It's because they've been filming some of the scenes here, and the fences would have interfered in the scenery shots. It took me a while to work that one out.